Welcome back to Boruto Anime Review, episode number 280. This is basically reviewing the 280th episode of Boruto Naruto Next Generation's Breakthrough. So I pick up no longer left the last episode where Kasaru supposedly killed Bata in the last episode. By the way, Yamito is the name of the girl who looks like Tenten, and Shimu is the one from the Stone Village. And for some reason, the way he's talking, the way he's written, it's like, I'm like, why in the world is Parrot allowing a character from one of their shows to break the fourth wall? Like, him acknowledging he's a supporting character or a secondary character. Like, saying, I'm like, really? Why the heck would he do that for? It's so bizarre. I'm like, why would he do this for? It's just so odd. So they're carrying the kind of Nakaru, that he's a big monk guy, and of course he meets up with I think his name is not Ratsu. I think his name is one who's a former prisoner, and they agreed to work together at the convincing that I think Kasaru might be the one working for the main bad guy of this arc. And of course, they have the monk basically sort of sacrifice something to chase after him, and they, of course, they confront him, blow a hole in the ground, and I think he might be like working with the outside. And of course, on the outside we have Sadara, Mitsuke, and Kawaki, where they're chasing the figure from the last episode, and it turns out that this person is actually part of the Ambu Black Ops, the Leaf Ambu Black Ops. We're investigating. Excuse me. Which they are investigating a series of mass disappearances. How long going on for? I don't know. And the only information they're going on is don't trust anything. I'm like, wait, don't trust anything. I'm like, oh no, that is not what I think it means. Yes, they reveal exactly what the heck is going on with the end of the episode. It feels like the ending of this can completely out of nowhere. So they have sort of wounding each other. Actually, Wusu gets punched in the gut, but she's able to walk over there, and of course, Shimu basically stops Boruto and Kasaru with her. It turns out he's not an outer. That was a red herring. It turns out he's actually an Ambu, who's actually sent to investigate what happened to his best friend who disappeared, and also figure out what exactly is going on. So he ends up basically the only option in order to solve the problem: stabs Boruto and just hits him with something, and he wakes up in a vat. Yes, it turns out what's been going on for the past several episodes has been nothing more than virtual reality. Yes, Studio Parrot had a story arc deal with virtual reality, where the character was trapped in virtual reality. Now, I should point out, though, the only other series I've seen this happen in was Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, you might be thinking, has Bleach ever gone through this? Nope. One Piece? Shockingly, no. This is the first time since Yu-Gi-Oh! I have seen this. We have characters which are knocked unconscious, a whole bunch of them, and then wake up in a virtual reality, and supposedly one of them possibly maybe dying, and it turns out, nope, all virtual reality. Yep, it was virtual reality all along. In the case of Yu-Gi-Oh!, it was a whole story arc for it. Though, at least for that one, that at least was interesting. This felt like it basically was like, okay, moving the pace. At least that one was interesting. I love that story arc for Yu-Gi-Oh! Though at least they made the VAT things different in this show. Yes. Yeah, instead of like lined up all on the ground, these ones, and what the scene reminds me of is a scene from Tokyo Ghoul Re, where instead of like people trapped in virtual reality, if that one, it was simply a series of clones. Ghoul clones in a very similar facility with these little vats. And of course, Boruto wakes up and reveals that he sees Bata, he sees Shimu, and he sees a whole bunch of people in this one room. Who basically has got like an oxygen mask on them and had this chemical stuff on them so they knock them unconscious. I'm like, it feels like a bit of out of nowhere ending. It's like whatever we established in the last episode, like with Kasaru, that's completely thrown out the window. It's like basically they had to change direction. And also, and this is my personal theory, they probably are trying to rush the conclusion of the story arc because they're adapting next month They are adapting this book next month. Yes, it was announced at the Jump Fest they're going to adapt this book for the next month, and they're trying to rush the conclusion of the story arc. My guess is that, and this is my personal theory, that the show itself probably wanted to have this arc last longer than it did. They probably figured that, okay, we had the certain amount of episodes, and then it was. I think that, and this is just my personal theory, that they probably were told that we're going to be adapting this particular book for the anime. They probably had to rush this arc up pretty quickly. And you might be curious though for Boruto, like how many episodes officially has in fact this arc been going on for? The answer you might have for that, because this is episode 280. Um, this arc has officially been going on since, well, you could say officially since episode 276. That's as far back as basically this arc has been going on for. So with this episode, we're effectively 5 episodes in. My personal guess is that this arc was probably supposed to last a little bit longer, because it looks like the Eight Truth looks like it's going to be the conclusion of the story arc. That this could have lasted a bit longer. How many more episodes do I think it could have lasted for, based on the story arc? I'd probably say it would probably have been slated to last for at least 2, maybe 3 more episodes, even after the one after the next one. But they probably had to rush them to conclusion because, well, a light novel will be adapted for the anime over the course of 4 episodes. And apparently, I did also hear that they're going to start adapting in February. We're going to start adapting the Code arc. Yes, seriously, we're adapting that arc. Now, I think it's quite odd that we. Now, here's the thing. You might be curious, though. How long has it been since they adapted the actual, manga, per se? What episode was it they finally wrapped it up? It's been a while since it wrapped up. Let's see. I think since episode 220, a year ago, that. Actually, no, I think it was 219, I think it was. Yes, I think it's been I think, actually, no, I think it's been 220. So, when the arc resumes, when adapting the canon stuff, with episode probably 286, it would have been 66 episodes since they actually did adapt from the manga. A little over a year, which don't have a really big issue with that. But the thing is, how long is Koga arc going to last for? I'm not really sure about that, but time will tell. I'm hoping really soon to eventually get a chance to read this book. I might have to read this book first, my stack of light novels, which right now is quite small. It's only 4 light novels in the stack. I might have to read this one first because the anime is going to be adapting this book really soon. So there's that. So that's going to be pretty much it, particular view. Next up, actually, it's kind of late right now. So tomorrow, besides being Christmas Day, I will hopefully get a chance to fit some videos out tomorrow. I have probably going to have about 5 anime to do tomorrow. We got another episode of this one tomorrow. All with My Hero Academia, Welcome to Demon School Hammercon, Spy X Family, and Case Closed. So basically 5 anime. At least it won't be more. Thank God for that, okay? Next video tomorrow. Bye.